Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am Amalgam Ash, and this is another devlog for Project DeprHaven. Except I'm actually in Land of Extensia. Why am I in Land of Extensia if I need to develop DeprHaven? Well, there's a core mechanic or two from Land of Extensia that I'd like to bring over to DeprHaven, and the problem is they're not finished. It's the WXHB hotbar. This is actually going to provide me with a perfect test bed for checking variables, turning flags on and off, and things like that while I'm test playing different functions and events that I put into DeprHaven. I just need to... what the heck? Alright, I just need to perfect some of the event logic while it's still in SGB, and wow. So if that's off, all of those images need to be wiped off the screen. Alright, no problem. So we need for all of these off completely. Yeah, okay, so talking about what I'm going to accomplish in this episode, I hope I've got a few things going on. One, I need for my hotbar system to display properly. I gave myself two Chibi Maries, one to enable the hotbar system and the other to disable it so that people who visit this map when they have Land of Extensia can turn off the hotbar functionality. The problem is the chibi that turns it off does not delete the images that are displayed. So I need to do that. There's a total of 16 images, I believe, total that are displayed on the screen and linked to key presses. Make sure that that is correct. Graphic number 20? 20? So is there more than 20? No, something crazy. Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Graphic 20 is the one that shows you exactly what is pressed. 0 through 20 then. 0 through 20, when you talk to this Melly, she will delete 0 through 20. This ought to be very fun. I'll just fast forward you through it so you don't have to see it, but I need to make 20 event panels that delete the display. So yay, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, that should do it. That actually wasn't that bad. It took like 2 minutes for a save file and play test just to make sure that it works. I actually don't like that camera angle. Hotbar is now enabled. Hotbar is now disabled, but all the pictures are still there, so something did not work. Oh, it sucks. Okay, the hotbar is enabled. Oddly enough, the hotbar system is not behaving the exact same way that I left it. I see. Well, that's okay. And then now it should be disabled. It's definitely not responding. Oh, it is. It's responding to my inputs. It shouldn't be responding to my inputs at all, but there you have it. All right. So the hotbar system is actually completely borked. Like it needs to be examined from ground up. Well, I've got 3 events here. I hope, you can see I have 4, but this one right here is just a to-do list. You can see this first one only has 3 sheets, and it's got a key press camera zoom in and zoom out and a switch. All of these are the requirements. If those first 2 are set to 0 and WXHB is enabled, set to on, then all of this will display. I don't understand why it's not working the way that I want it to. Key press zoom in, WXHB enabled has to be on for that to work. That's a switch. Did I accidentally change like the variable? No, that's turning that off when you talk to her. Very confused why this event would turn that switch off. Let's see what the event settings are for these other events. There's 2, and they don't really care. They don't have the requirement for that switch to be on. So actually that switch has to be on. So that's what's going on here. Although all of those need to have the hotbar enabled on. So let's add the hotbar enabled switch set on for all 15 of these pages. Yay! I mean, I had to do this anyway because I needed to give the player a reliable way to be able to turn off the hotbar system at their leisure for things like minigames, cutscenes, anything like that, where they needed those graphics to be off the screen, or so that they could use their own graphics 1 through 20 and not have to worry about the hotbar borking it up visually. Good thing about this is that it's a repeated motion, so I just get a little bit faster at doing it every time. And I'm actually going to add a second version of the hotbar. Functionally, it'll be the exact same, but visually it will be laid out closer to your keyboard layout on the screen so that people can actually visualize it to their keyboard rather than a controller, to make things a lot easier, I hope. That way, people who don't have a controller, who don't prefer to use a controller, aren't left out. And not only is this going to be part of the hotbar system that I am trying to keep updated and release for free, but it's also going to be a feature of Project DeprHaven's control scheme. It's going to allow you, the game's going to allow you to select between these two hotbars. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to use these hotbars in their entirety though, because I don't think that the game needs to have that many buttons, but I do know that I would like for it to have that kind of control. All right, I actually don't need to worry about this, but I'll go ahead and add the condition anyway. The hotbar is enabled for this last page because I don't want this event to delete image 20 if we're using something else for image 20. Now I've got to do the exact same thing for this side. Yay! Guys, if you are watching this far into the video, please consider subscribing, do some interaction, like, comment, all that stuff. It's not that I want the algorithm push my videos of the devlogs to more people, because I think they're horribly boring, and I'm really just kind of doing them just in case somebody somewhere would find this useful or entertaining at all. But I also just want that validation that anybody's out there listening. All right, moment of truth. First Chibi Marie enabled my hotbar. Okay. That works for that. And then like the other button that I need to push. Where are you? Doesn't seem to work. Just so strange. So strange to me. I really wonder what happened. Like this did used to work. All right, anyway, and then she disables it, but all of the imagery is staying right on the screen. How bonkers. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I have to talk to her twice because I put the event panel to turn the switch off at the end of the event. I wonder if the images do not update until that happens. Yes. That's what it is. Oh my god. The switch is turned off. The images are set to hidden, and then the switch is turned off. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, smash that like button to tell me that I'm a complete idiot. I would like for there to be thousands of likes on the video, because I am an idiot. All right, let's retest. All right, the hotbar is now enabled, which really just means that one of the sides is enabled. Really weird and bizarre. And now it's disabled. Nope, still not disabled. I still have to talk to her twice. Why the heck? I don't at all understand, and I'm 100%, like 99.9% sure that there's some kind of bug going on. I just have way too many things going on in the foreground, I think, but this doesn't go away unless I talk to Marie twice. The images stay stuck on the screen, but if I talk to her a second time, they go away. So yeah, we can see that there. We can check the variables, and we can see that where are you? Come back. No, WXHB enabled is still on. Still on. And we can turn that off. The images are still there. That's too weird. That's too weird. There's got to be something going on, some sort of miscommunication between events, but oh well, that's done. I'm going to look around and see if there's like an automatic event anywhere in the map that would be screwing with me. I'm going to go ahead and take out the warp events because they don't need to be in the map necessarily for us to enjoy the map. So we will take those out. Maybe we'll just go ahead and take them out. Now, I still need to edit more of these events, so I'm going to get back into that. This is my to-do list. Those are my Maries that turn the event on and off, in as much as that does not seem to be working correctly. I can still get it to work. That's fine. When the switch is on, we can use graphics number 1 through 16 to display the UI in their proper coordinates. Do the same thing, holding in the L1 key or the R1 key on our controller. Key press camera zoom out should allow us to display these images on the screen, on the right side of the screen. So those should be working. So I'm going to make sure that I've got my common event, which actually should not be required. The event should be on the map itself. I don't make sure I've got my key press listen acting correctly. This assigns variable key press camera zoom out R1 using key input zoom out. That's correct. Exactly what needs to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back in here and expect to hit the camera zoom out key and and see that text on the screen after the hotbar is enabled. So just for, I cannot zoom in or out. I think I disabled those controls, but that's fine because I should still be able to see hotbar activating. Okay, L1 is definitely being pressed. The other control, V, the V key, is not highlighting the other half. So I've got to figure out why that is. And I don't think it would be here. This is key press up, key press down, left, right, and so on. There's 14 sheets here altogether, numbered 1 through 14. The left hand is working fine. There's 1 through 14 sheets here as well. They work fine. The issue has got to be here. When key press camera zoom out is 1, then we show all of these graphics. We use image display 0 and 9 through 16. So R1 being pressed and the activation of the hotbar message should be showing up. Looks like I've unwittingly caused myself to be a bug fixer this time around instead of doing any actual work, which really sucks, to be honest. I did not plan on trying to fix something that's only remotely related to DeprHaven today. These should work, though, is the thing. These are fine. The images will be displayed here for the active right hotbar, and that should be correct. This is zoom 60 and 60, not translucent, not fading in. They should immediately be showing up on the screen. So why don't they? What is going on to make this not work the way that I want? This is automatically start, synchronized, and repeated. And this one is automatically start, synchronize, and repeat. And they all follow that same logic. Oh, I wonder if that's it. I wonder if the other sheets. Yes, when main hero talks, there it is. There it is. I found it. Thank God. That should actually work now. That should actually just work. So let's play test. All right, and I'm curious to see if that'll also fix. That does not fix that. That does not fix that yet, but it may fix that as I get these things to work more congruently together. So C, V. Yes. Oh, thank God. So, and then that works the way that it should, and V, and that works the way that it should. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That all works the way that it should. Okay, very good. So here's what I've got to do now. I thought that I had to assign more functions here, more sheets to these, but the truth is I don't have to do that. No, it looks like I took away the display for rotation up and down. I didn't take any display away. Those just didn't have buttons associated with them on the hotbar. So actually I'm done. This now works as it is intended to work. The only thing I need to do now is assign switches to every single one of these functions, such that when you use any of these, they will fire off a switch, and you can have another common event that is looking for the switch being pressed, or rather, if the switch being activated. And if the switch is activated, it will fire off one of whatever actions you need, from checking a tile in front of you to see if it is of a certain type, so that you can perform a mining animation and mine a node, to opening up a menu so that you can turn on and off different variables or enter different string variables or integer variables into different places for playtesting and God moding in your playtest. That's the whole reason that I developed this outside of its potential for an ABS, because an ABS would require quite a bit more work layered on top of this, but this is a great foundation for an ABS for SGB. So if you were looking for a way to start that, I would encourage you to check out this toolkit and see if it suits your needs. Now, in the meantime, I would like to actually make this place a little bit more friendly to walk around. So I'm going to go ahead and just flood different places. There we go. There we go. I'll just flood the whole map so that it's walkable. Now those are black tiles that I'm replacing. They're already walkable, but there was no place to really access them on the map. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put some flippin' stairs here, man. I'm going to go ahead and grab just a couple of stair tiles, and we're going to have a stair down competition, right? That's fantastic. I'm glad we could agree. There we go. Those stairs go down. That's not actually what there we go. That's what I want. That's what I want, because I'm going to put more stairs here. And we're going to call that productive. We're going to call that productive and done, because now we can move around around this dead end ass area. Here we go. Put more stairs here, and then we need stairs here. We need to be able to access all of this, right? We want no place to be inaccessible. Right. Don't argue with me. I know what I'm talking about. Up, rotate. Why are you a corner? Oh well. Up, rotate, and up, take that, take this, copy it, take this one and delete it, and then actually that's fine. There doesn't have to be a stair there at all. 2 sets of stairs going into those places. We can access most of this map now, which is so much better than just this main thoroughfare. We'll go ahead and put some stairs here. So we'll actually make that a slope. You can just slide right down, and then we'll go ahead and just for maximum accessibility, we're gonna grab this tile here. There we go. Go across and then up. Now we've got a walkway there as well. It is as the SGB gods intended. We're gonna save that file, and we're going to play test it one more time just to show off the hotbar system being utilized properly. Still no idea why it won't delete or disable when I talk to the other Marie, but we'll address that. Yes, up, down, left, right, ZX, RF work without triggering anything. The last ones, what are they? Q and E, R and F, they work without triggering anything at all. And then there's a warning when you press C and V together. How do I get triangle? Oh yeah. That and that. No. Triangle is what? Escape? Cancel? 0 or R1? Gotcha. It's not that. Shift, space, K, L? Neither of those. B, that's what that is. Okay, cool. I now know how to access all of my keys that I need. And it works for the right side, and I need it to work also for the left side, and it does. B, circle, square, X, it all works just fine. Okay, thank goodness. And my controller will work with all of this as well. So I forgot to put just one more. No, I didn't. Those aren't my stairs. This is my slope though. Whee! Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually put some disable controls in place because the whole system is modeled after my favorite control scheme for Final Fantasy XIV, and it's designed to be editable in case you don't like my favorite control system for Final Fantasy XIV, but I'm going to go ahead and put some stuff in here that allows you to go ahead and zoom the camera in and out when you press zoom in and out, and I'm going to disable some of the other functions so that certain camera controls only work in context, which I think is correct. That's the way it should be. So if you push in the left hotbar and you rotate your camera up, you'll actually zoom in on your character. That's what I would like to happen, but I don't know how well that's going to work because can't really make anything too complex without doing a whole lot of scripting for camera controls, because you can't position a camera according to a variable. You have to do it manually. So I might just think about switching different camera views in and out up to certain points and allowing the viewer control over that. But for now, that's going to be the end of this devlog. I got my hotbar system working, and the next step is going to be to take this and import it into Bakin and see if I can stomach using it for different functions there. I need to have a test bed map. The next devlog is going to focus very much on the test bed map, where we are actually going to make some of the relevant content for the game by creating framework for quest NPCs and quest objectives. So stay tuned for that. That sort of information might be very useful to you, whether you are using Bakin or SGB. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your day, and bye for now.